Hi, how are you? Today I would like to talk about the TCP or the traffic control plan and all these devices that when you drive you will see them around you. So I need to show you what those devices for and what do they mean. So when you see them you know what's going on. The TCP are very important, as important the design itself. So we need to make sure that we are implying whatever on the plan to make sure that the drivers are safe and the labor and the workers inside the work zone are safe as well. So we use couple devices. Each of these we call them device. The arrow board is the device, the barrel are device, anything, even the signs, we call them devices. This is how we call them in our language, in the construction language. The distance between the devices and how many devices we needed, how many signs, the type of signs, all those had been designed by a traffic engineer. He is specialized in reviewing the traffic on that road, how many lanes, how many vehicles, if it's like a busy road or not, if there's a school, if there's a hospital, if there's a fire department, and so on. So he would design the TCP based on all these criteria and more. So he need to make a calculation like what's the distance between each barrel, what type of signs, and so on. These devices consider stage 1 of warning for the drivers that's driving towards or they will be passing by the work zone. We start by the barrels and then we use this device where we call it the arrow board. This arrow board works in too many different ways. So now the arrow board is working, but because of the recording I cannot really show the entire arrow. So this arrow now is pointing to the left, which means that all the vehicles need to stay on the left and this left lane is closed. Sometimes we change and switch the arrow to point to the right, and sometimes we'll point right and left. It depends on the location of that arrow board, where it is located. Also, this arrow board is working by using a solar panels. It's hanged on the back, as you see over there, and it's provided with the power. If we have work overnight or that lane closure, we call it lane closure here, needs to be continuous throughout the time of the project, then this arrow has to stay active 24/7 to maintain its purpose. If the contractor will complete the work by end of the day and there is no lane closures needed during the night, then he will remove everything and he will shut down this arrow board or put it on site to come next morning and add the lane closure as well. So there are two types of lane closure. Is temporary, which is only during the working hours. The working hours doesn't mean from 7 to 4, because sometimes the contractor will work, let's say, will start performing the work from 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. So that's working hours. For our construction is totally different. And sometimes he has to keep it 24/7 because we still have equipment, we still have an open cut, and so on.